Let me catch you up in case you haven't been watching the last few episodes. So we built an awesome cabin. Well, at least like maybe a third of an awesome cabin. And then we kind of got busted by the Forest Service. Turns out we are in violation of a couple of laws. And so we decided we're going to work on a new cabin that was already sitting there, so technically we didn't build it. Understanding that the reason why we're building this is not to have a summer home and take over some of the Forest Service. I mean, we're doing it with hand tools. It is for the experience because not many people get the experience of using their hands to build something anymore under their own power. And so we will comply with Forest Service regulations and make sure there's nothing left by the time we're done. So after we got done filming last time, we decided to start working on the cabin.
Hey, so we're going to go through here and do a little evaluation. Some dry rot there. That one not looking good. That one might make the cabin come down on our heads. That's not too bad for a bunch of dead wood that was already sitting on the ground.
Turns out it was kind of bad though.
We have to lift the entire cabin to replace that log, so that'll be fun.
This is when I tried to replace one log at a time for those that were deteriorating.
Is it in?
Yeah. It's blocked.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Found you.
As you can tell, it was a big hassle and took a lot of help to make sure that we could get those new logs in there. So it was going to be pretty much impossible to do it that way.
Good teamwork. Go fight, win.
I want to win my house.
Nice.
We came back for a second day with a better plan.
And he's already got 2 sticks and a rock. His hands are full. He loves the outdoors and collecting things of the outdoors.
We needed a better base, so we collected a bunch of rocks to use as a foundation. And since I'm not Hulk and can't lift an entire cabin by myself, I decided that, hey, we better just tear the whole thing apart to get that foundation in and also replace some of the logs that have started to rot.
That's great. Yeah, bring that over here. Let's use that. Good job. That's a great idea.
On this cabin, I decided to put the bed a lot lower so that the kids could get into it easier and not fall as far. Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Punchy.
Punchies.
Punchy. Punchy. Punchy.
I might have a little PTSD from last time's experience because I started to do this.
I hear a chainsaw off in the distance. I think they might be cutting the cabin, and I left like a GoPro there. Got lucky. Chainsaw's not here.
But unlucky because PTSD is now confirmed.
It is somewhere else.
But I will go down with this shit.
Oh, Dido, you never get old. So at this point, I'm still trying to sink the logs as close together as possible, but I'm starting to realize that this is really rotted wood, and I'm just not going to make it ever nice, and so I might as well finish it quick so that I can spend a night or two in it before we have to take it down. Still want it structurally sound, but it's going to have some big gaps. Now Mason this entire time has been telling me, this is not our cabin. He couldn't fool him. This was not his cabin. And this is what he kept on saying about the cabin.
People's cabin.
It's the people's cabin.
Hear that, people? It's for you.
The people's cabin. People's cabin.
You know, and I tend to agree with Mason. This should be the people's cabin. If you guys want to spend a night in this before we tear it down, send us a message. We might be able to work something out.
Got a little blisty.
Now this part's going to be kind of tricky because I don't want the weight of the roof on the walls, which are starting to deteriorate. I'd rather have the weight be transferred directly to the ground. And so it's a little bit different of a design. No. Poor kid. He is fine now, though. Just a scratch. See? He's fine. Ready to do child labor again. Please don't call CPS.
I need to go.
As you can tell probably from the background noises, we are getting out of here.
See you next time. time, Cabin.
See you next time, Cabin.